The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon from TFNN. Welcome to the October 3rd, terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And of course, the easiest way to do that, it's to always remember that life happens for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Today, you and I, we get to go check out the circumstance of these markets. We get to go figure out what the bulls and the bears, what the buyers and the sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here and more importantly, you. So feel free to pick up the phone, dial on 877-927-648. If you can't dial, you can always send me an email, Steve at TFNN.com. Just in subject heading, please put radio show question. And, of course, inside the Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, the Dow trade up 75 points, 22,632 is the number she's printing. S&P is up about 3. NASDAQ 100 up 9 points. Russell 2000 taking a bit of a breather, down 4 points out here, trading at 1505. Semis are up a point. You've got gold is flat, silver's flat, light sweet crude basically flat, down 16 pennies. Leading the charge to the upside, painting the town green. I do mean green. Sherwin-Williams, SHW at $15 or 4%. Intuitive Surgical, I believe that's taking on a swing point with what looks like volume. $14 to the upside, 1 penny. And change the upside. Priceline up 88 Holdings up 6. NetEase up 6. Intercept Pharmaceuticals up about 6. To the downside, it is Plop Plop, Fizz, FIZZ, National Beverage Corp down 7% or down $7 or 6%. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals off 7.50 or 1 6/10% to the downside. Mercado Libre off $6. F5 Networks down about 6. Tile Shop Holdings off 34%. That is 4.50 to the downside. No idea what it must be. Let's go take TTS is the ticker symbol. What do they got here? Withdrawing guidance. I don't know what Tile Shop does. I'm assuming they sell tiles. But you've got a big gap with volume to the downside. And if it's not tiles that they're selling, what is it? Well, they're selling stock today. That is for sure. So this thing is headed back to prior swing point lows from back in 2015 in the $7 area out there. Put this on a little bit longer term chart out here. See if anybody in this equity is really having a good time. Not really. So it looks like this was, maybe some kind of shell that was purchased in order to go take it public back in July of 2012. And we're trading, in essence, below that basic IPO area out there. So nobody's having a good time in the ticker symbol TTS. Let's go to Ron in Denver. Ron, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
Great, Steve. I appreciate you taking the call.
Hey, no problem. Hey, you called about.
I'm expecting good earnings on Pfizer, and I was looking at doing a short-term call position. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so we're going to take a look at. Can you hear me?
I was
okay?
thinking of doing a short-term call position. 2 or 3 weeks on Pfizer or PFE. What does that look like to you?
So if we start by taking a look at the daily chart out here, one of the things that you're going to notice is that there is some resistance that is going to need to clear up at the 36.21 level. Now, 36.21 happens to be the high from September 20th. There was 25 million shares as price was pushing up there. Today is an example, Ron. You're at 5.4 million shares. Yesterday, it was pushing higher with 16 million shares. So lighter enthusiasm, I will say, as tries to bust out those highs. When we take a look at the actual market profile from a daily standpoint, if I turn the price levels off, what you'll see is that the center line of the box closer to the top. So this says that sellers should be able to drive price back down to 35.12. So on that call option that you're looking at, I would wait for Pfizer to do one of two things. Take out the 36.12 level, preferably with volume, preferably with more than 25 million shares, or wait for Pfizer to get back down to the recent lows from 2, 3, 4 days ago in around the 35.19, 35.12 area before you go ahead and you pull that trigger. That's what it looks like to me just by looking at the daily piece of it. Have you been, but that's just like a 90-second view. Is there something else that you're looking at that I've maybe overlooked?
No, just I haven't put the position on yet. To be honest, it was a recommendation from a service, and I just was wondering what your thoughts were on it.
Yeah, let's go with the.
I don't know. I thought, well, it looked pretty extended, but that's what he was recommending, and I didn't know if that was any good. I'll wait for it to fall back, and if I can get it back below around 35, maybe I'll get involved.
Okay, that sounds great. Hey, thanks for calling in. I think we're having a problem with the microphones. What was the equity you were looking at yesterday? What was that? Well, we've lost Ron, so sorry about that. But that was Pfizer, and thanks for calling in. And, again, that 36.21 looks like some pretty stiff resistance out there. PFE is the ticker symbol. Dow for long. Tarpon 2 wants to take a look at DAL out there. What is that? That is Delta Airlines. Wow, that's having a very nice day. This is up with 9.4 million shares. It's got wide price spread out here. It's taking out a swing point, a junior swing point with volume. That was the September 11th level that had 12.5 million shares. You're already up over that with 9.5. What are you doing with this Tarpon 2? Are you in this? Looking to get in this? Tell me what it is you're doing, and I'll do everything I can to assist you. In the meantime, what Delta Airlines is trying to do today is take out its weekly TAS market profile high. So on a weekly basis, you would like to see this close above 50.85. I don't see any reason why it won't, but this is an area where it last saw selling, and this is back on August 7th out here. So that's a kind of another junior-ish type swing point. So what do you do? Again, I don't know. I've been in it and want to get out. You want to get out of Delta Airlines. Well, this could be setting up a Gartley sell pattern for you then. If we take a look at the A's, the B's, and the C's out here, you're going to see that the A point's down here on September 6th. Your B point is out here on September 11th. And your C point is on the trading session of September the 27th. So 1-to-1, uno to uno, gets you up to 51.74. But I would suggest that if it's able to clear that level, $53, maybe even all the way back up to the highs. Let's spin it, take a look at Delta Airlines. We'll get back from this break for Tarpon 2 inside the Tiger Den.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So, the only real recommendation I can give you on Delta out here, Tarpon 2, is you've got a wide-ranging bar. Markets don't typically end on wide-ranging bars. You've got volume behind this move. You're looking to get out of this equity. If you're looking for some resistance levels, there might be a small one at about 52.76. I would, if you're looking to get out, I just put a trailing stop in the position because this thing may want to get all the way back to its highs out there. So I hope that helps you out. Let's go to Garo in Newport Beach, California. Garo, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
I'm very well. How about you, Steve?
Excellent. Thanks so much for asking. And folks, Garo is trading a SNAP, S-N-A-P. Tell us what you're looking for and how I can help you.
I needed your opinion regarding this chart by looking at the daily chart. The daily is very good. I'm long on 29th of September at 1450. I bought lots of it. You think it's going to go up to 1580 and roll over, come down towards $11, or from here it's going to be a new start, high, going up?
Well, so what we're going to find out here relatively soon is the answer to that question. And what I'm referring to there is really two things. First, on this first chart that I put up, one of the things that we like to see when the market, doesn't matter what it is, an equity, a currency, a indice, doesn't matter what it is, when it makes a bottom, you like to see it have that nice pattern where price was pushed lower and it was done with less relative energy. On my system out here, it automatically draws in those diagonal black lines out here. And then what you like to see is some type of bullish reversal signal. And you got that on August the 15th. So that suggests that there could be a bottom that is in here. And what we will know is you can see that there have been sellers hovering around the trading days of August 25th, of September the 1st, most recently out here, September 19th. Each of those are bearish engulfing candles. So if in fact Snap is able to take out its swing point, and what we'll use out here is we'll use the high Garo from September the 8th, and it can do that with more than 36 million shares. What you will see is at least an A to B equals CD to the upside pattern out there. And that's an indication that we will have seen a change in trend out here. I don't know why I don't have that tool on that chart, but it would look like this. And that would give you a price projection of approximately, your one-to-one would be about 1782. Now, let me ask you a question, because you say you bought lots of it. Is that lots of it in anticipation that that was a significant bottom back on August the 15th?
No. It's
not.
Yes, no, sir. No.
Oh, okay. So, to answer your question, we really won't know until it clears the September 8th level out here. Yesterday's volume behind the window, you don't totally focus on volume or focus on volume at all. 21 million shares. Again, that's going into 36. So I don't know whether it's going to be able to clear that area, but if it does, it tells you that the buyers have now been able to overrun an area where there were sellers. That would then, to me, suggest, Garo, that price would make its way up to the low of July 10th, 1695, or the high of July 11th, which is 1636. So it appears to me that that is where price is headed to inside of Snap. What are you seeing?
I think this is going to go hit that $15.80, where if you look at the daily chart, the very top dots, and 1580 was being hit on September the 8th. That was the top of it.
Yeah.
And the third resistance on that is on my chart is $15.77. I think it will hit there, and from there I think though it will roll down and it will go towards $11.
So teach me something, if you will, on the parabolic SAR system out here and the way that you use it. And you went right to that September 18th swing point. Folks, if you watch us on Tiger TV, you're going to see the parabolic SAR dot. You'll see it's at the 1580 level. It's nice that my system and Garo's are agreeing with each other on the price out here. But that is where we saw, or you utilizing that system, you saw a potential change in trend to the downside out here. So now you just simply go back to that as a natural area of prior resistance that, or in essence, is that what you do? You always do that? Is that
yes, sir? Because if you look at the September the 15th, the dot was 1478. Yes. I was short from there all the way down to September the 25th.
Got it.
And then, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, I was short. And then when it starts to roll over and the candle went above the 5-day simple moving average, I got out, but I didn't go long. I waited until 29th, it hit the top dot.
Sure.
And from there I bought it, and from there I'm long. So 3 days I was watching to see that is it going to go lower from there, or now is the time to go higher. So it was higher. So that's where I bought it, 5,000 shares at that point at $14.50. Now, I have it for 3 days, and I'm watching it like a hawk, and I don't know if that will reach to that 1580 or not. That I have a little bit doubt in it, because this is a very weak stock, and it's not playing like before at all. The performance is changed, and I lost confidence in it. But it's a very good stock. I mean, the volume is high. I'm not afraid to buy 5,000 shares. I know when I click it, I'm going to sell it.
Sure.
Like other stocks that if you click it and 5,000, you sell only 3,200 shares, and 1,200 shares will be standing outside. See?
Sure.
No. That is the reason that I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, not only do you not necessarily have confidence, we're kind of getting that same sentiment from the lack of volume here. Doesn't mean to get out. The preference would be that that this thing picks up some steam, 35 million shares, 30 million shares, something along those lines out here versus the 8 million 21 yesterday, especially with the market, rallying like it has out here. But if it can clear your 1580 level, you've got a move up to probably 1782, 1904, something along those lines. So that's what I'm seeing in it as we speak right now.
Very good. Very good. I appreciated your time, sir. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My
Bye-bye.
pleasure. That was Garo in California out there. So with about 15 seconds to go, I'll check my emails, see what other requests have come in. If none, we'll go take a look at the indices out here, see what we're looking at, maybe gold, maybe silver, maybe the yen. Of course, anything that you would like. We've got the Dow up 79 points, the S&P's up nearly 3 points, the NASDAQ 100 up 750. We'll be right back.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back. Dow's up 75, S&P's up 2.5. So if we take a look at the indices out here, the NQ is one to keep an eye on. We'll go take a look at the NQ. We'll look at the Russell 2000. So what the NQ is doing, it's up against, when Garo and I were looking at the chart of Snap, what we were able to do when we took a look at what price was taking on, we started looking at the Japanese candlesticks to see where there were any sellers out there. We saw some swing points. We identified those. We gave you what those candlestick signals were. In the case of the NQ out here, I believe this was, what was this? I don't want to guess at the date. Was it? I thought it was it's July 27th. We had that big key reversal session, big bearish engulfing session. You'll see a red horizontal line going across my screen. The price point exactly is what, 59.95.75 out there. That's a level of resistance. We can see that every time price has gotten up into this area, we've seen some selling going on. Just to reinforce it, as an example, with a 3-candle session, bearish reversal, evening star. That was between the sessions of August 31st, September 1, and September 5th out here, just confirming the sellers where they're hanging out. That's the cool thing about technical analysis, charting, Japanese candlesticks, especially when we're using these candlestick signals around other prior resistance or support out here. That's when it really has its most meaning, or when it's completing a pattern is when it has its most meaning out here, versus in the middle of the move, which is nothing more than just another chapter in a book that you would be reading. Only this book here would be the book of, the NQ. Now, we're at the end of we're into these resistance levels. We see another bearish engulfing candle on September the 14th out here. We see another one on September the 20th. So we know where the sellers are hiding out. Much like inside of Snap, inside of the NQ, if price is able to overcome those sellers, that tells us that that front line has lost, and therefore price should head to the next level. Where's that next level? We haven't identified that yet. We'll do that when that, or if that occurs out here. But you can see that is the NQ, where there is some profit taking going on. There is some selling going on. Not the type of selling that says you should jump onto the short side of the trade out here. Not as far as I can see. In fact, what you should do, if there is one word that you should remove from your vocabulary for the month of October, especially October, for the month of November, and the month of December, remove the word short. Just simply pack it away. Just mail it off to somebody that you don't like. Don't do that. You don't want to do bad things to bad people out there. But just simply remove that as one of the sides of the trade. That doesn't mean from a short-term day trader standpoint. I'm referring to the majority of the folks that are out here, those that might be thinking, hey, you're listening to TV, the market's getting toppy, this, that, the other thing. Remove it from your trading vocabulary. Just simply don't do it. Pray that, in fact, the market pulls back. And that's what I want you to do, is fire away on the long side. This market has much further to run to the upside. We are now in the very favorable, did I say very? Maybe I didn't mean it. Very, very favorable side of the trade out here. All that the party is waiting on is really the NQ to go ahead and accept that RSVP invitation out here. Hasn't accepted it. This market is, if there is a pullback, it's not going to be much. It won't be significant. There's nothing major topping going on inside this party. And good Lord, if in fact tax legislation goes through, you can probably take this market, divide it by, I don't know, 0.5 to figure out what type of move to the upside that we are going to get in this amazing bull market that is unfolded. The NQ, as we speak right now from a daily perspective out here, just simply up against resistance. Of course, we know that the Russell 2000 has been on fire. Why is this on fire? Well, just simply take a look at the many entities within inside here that are basically U.S. based, that are going to really benefit from some type of reduced tax rate out there. A combination. It's not just a reduced tax rate, folks. It's about going ahead and getting that accelerated depreciation, right? I don't know what the levels are, if there's a maximum that they're talking about, but that's a huge thing.
I am old enough to remember when the depreciation rules changed, because I was working in the tax department back then. And folks, when you can start really, then we used to get that investment tax credit, right? 10% credit, as well as some accelerated depreciation. Well, this is kind of a investment tax credit, if you will, from the standpoint that whatever the tax rates are, if you are a profitable company and you're able to write off the entire thing right then and there, right? You're able to buy an asset that's able to produce income, and you're able to write off the entire amount when one fell swoop. Again, I don't know what the ceilings are that they are talking about out there, but do not underestimate the power from a profitability. Now, interesting, right? So take a look at it like this. This is where you really have to be a really good bean counter out here, because what you're going to do is you're going to see, again, I don't know what those ceilings are, but when you're writing off the total investment in some type of capital asset out there, you'll see a reduced income. All right. So this has got to be more based on forward earnings in a sense than it's going to be based up, because, hey, look, in future years, you don't have that depreciation expense to offset against the cash flow. So this has got to be an asset. Now, those assets are going to be equipment wise, but those equipment wise are going to bring in people. It is mind boggling when you take a look at, for those folks that take a look at the markets and the stocks and they think that things are overvalued or what have you, there's going to be a paradigm shift in what that valuation component is inside this market. That's just simply going to take things higher out there. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, out here, and Duffy says, yeah, it's up. His TNA trade, the three-time trade, is up 38% since August 21st out here. And back on August 21st was this was really the 18th. Price was moving lower, doing less relative energy. That's why these patterns are so important out here. Bearish reversal signal on the 22nd out there, that four-river Morningstar pattern out here. Now, look, we do have basically a butterfly pattern. And in a butterfly pattern, this might give us the opportunity to get on alongside of TNA or the IWM with some type of pullback inside the Russell to 1480. You don't want to be shorting the Russell 2000. If we've learned anything since August the 21st, if we've learned anything since the discussion of tax legislation has come out, is this is going to be a rocket ship. And what we do know about the Russell 2000 is when it's leading, when it's out in front, these markets are looking mighty fine to the upside. The same thing with regard to the NDX 100. The NDX 100 taking a breather unto itself as well out here. Support inside the Russell 2000, 1480. Do we see anything that is negative about this? No. Is today just a breather? Yes. Was yesterday a Tom the Mark combo 13 count? The answer was yes. Is that a short-term top? Might be. Could be. I don't know if it is or it isn't out here. Just watch for any type of retracement that we might get. And inside the TF, that would be the 1480 level that we would be watching for. The Dow, which has been on fire on its own, had been moving higher with less relative energy. Today it said, just kidding. Now it's got the juice. It's got the energy. It's moving higher without the type of pattern that would give any kind of significant top out here. Support inside the Dow Equity Futures contract 22.435.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus, developed by John Logan and his team, is a standalone piece of software that can change the way you trade. Let the TAS Profile Scanner work for you by scanning over 5,000 financial instruments such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner Plus right at TFNN.com. And when you sign up, you gain instant access to John Logan's most recent webinar, How Price, Volume, and Time Make Market Profiles So Unique. This hour-long webinar with John Logan will walk you through the most powerful features of the scanner and how you can use it to become a more successful and profitable trader. You pay absolutely nothing for 30 days while you try out this software risk-free. For more information on the TAS Profile Scanner and to get your 30-day free trial today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Dow's up 69, S&P is up a couple. And so for Kay wants to go take a further look into the Russell 2000 TF specifically as she is trading that. And the question is, hey, where's the red line on your 30-minute chart out here? Now, remember, there's a 10-minute delay inside of this chart. But the answer to your question is 1509.40. So figure the 1509 level out there. What does that mean? That means if price hits that, rejects that level and trades lower, that's an indication to you and I that the Russell 2000 is going to pull back even further out here. What happens if it goes above, closes above this 1509 level? Well, then price is going to go run up to the 1513, go back up to its highs. That is the top of the current 30-minute profile out here. Now, what we can notice about the 30-minute profile is the fact that the center is closer to the bottom. So there's a bullish structure out here. That's why it's very easy to make the call. 1509 inside this trade out here is resistance. You close above resistance, you are going to go to 1513. Likewise, there's good support at the 1505. What happens if you close below 1505? Well, a structured box, bullish structure box will fail. That would suggest to you and I that we're going to see a deeper pullback inside the Russell 2000. Deeper where? Excellent question. Well, if we go take a look at the profiles for the time frame, we are inside that box. 1507 is the number out here. So that's 1502 to 1505. So that's a close out there because you could spike down into the level, and that would be your area of support. But it closed below 1502, and there's a brand new 4-hour, 240-minute profile that formed right here at about 6 o'clock, 6 to 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I just have to do the quick math inside my mind, even though sometimes it's not that quick. What we can see is that resistance here is at the 1513.90. You were talking about 1513, I believe, out there. So you must have seen the 1513 and knew that that was a TAS market profile high on the 240-minute time frame out here. So therefore, below 1502, the levels to watch would be 1493 to 1496. Now, the cool thing about that 240-minute chart,
just like on the 30-minute chart, those are bullish structured profiles out there. So when they fail, they are or should they fail, they would provide you with a lot of meaning. Right now, you have to believe that those are significant support areas. That's how you really want to go and take a look at it. So thanks for writing in, Kay, and I hope that assists you with your grades inside Russell 2000. Hey, who else do we have that has written in? Nobody else. So what else do we want to go take a look at? With just probably about 8 minutes worth of a show that is left out here. So we've taken a look at the daily equity futures contracts. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks. Gold is back a buck. It's sort of at its moment of truth as we speak right now. Moment of truth on the 30-minute time frame. Now, if we take a look at how this formed a bottom, very similar to Snap, when price was moving lower, doing with less relative energy, you wait for the bulls to show up inside of gold. Doesn't matter what time frame it is that you use, but you can see that you had that confirming signal 22:30 last night when you had the bullish engulfing candle form. Now, you didn't have to take any action right then and there. All you really had to know is, hey, where's Stevie's red line? Can price stay above Stevie's red line? Well, it has stayed above Stevie's red line. It has tested it many times since the 300 hour. It's 11 o'clock last night. Well, it's nice to know the level of support. It's just nice here support. The reason is at the moment of truth on this minute time frame because we got that price oscillator, the bottom portion of our screen, to get up to zero. It got up to zero right here at 12 this afternoon. As it gave up that zero line, price was above Stevie's red line out here. That tells me, especially even beside that 30-minute market profile out here, which is a bearish structure. That says we're going to come back and we're going to do that famous test. That famous test, Stevie's red line and price. That's what we are doing right now. If, in fact, price bounces off of here, not only would you see a move to 1277, you'll see a move that goes even beyond that. We've got to go take a look at some other time frame charts to figure that out. But if, in fact, price fails here, it just tells you that the downtrend is going to continue and is going to resume. That is on the 30-minute time frame. Now, the interesting thing about the 30-minute time frame, even though it does stay away from gold, it all depends on your time frame horizon out here. And the reason why I say that is when we take a look at a 30-minute time frame, that's going to be an important piece of information, whether or not there's going to be any bumps. I don't know if there is. We just have to wait to see what price does out here. But what's so cool about both that 30-minute chart and voila, the daily time frame chart, is the daily has now pushed that its price oscillator, not the same calculations, but its price oscillator right down to that zero line. Now, look, it's at 0.397, so it's close. It's no cigar out here, but we are at the stage where it's really muy importante for Goldilocks out here. If it was going to find support, well, now is the time. Not necessarily 1:48 in the afternoon, but I kind of mean like now, later today, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. We're just going to continue to watch to see what happens at that price oscillator and or whether or not. Now, gold, that 30-minute chart, though. The reason why I say we want to pay attention to that is because I could give you a scenario, where if the 30-minute chart gives the bullish action out here, we're going to see a bounce anywhere between where we're at right now and about the 1300 level. So that's a pretty good move with regard to gold and the gold trade. Doesn't mean that we've seen the turn inside of gold. We would if we see price close above 1300. Then we would be Paul Revere. We would run through the streets and we would say the gold bulls are back in town again. They're not there yet. Let's watch the 30-minute chart. Let's go see what it's going to do. It's going to give us some good pieces of information on the daily chart. Right now, what we know, at 149, there's still an A to B equals CD to the downside. It takes gold down to about the 1245 level. It's still in effect out here. But you've got to keep both eyes glued to that 30-minute chart, in my opinion. It's down. It's testing support out there. And you see what we just did here and take a look at gold. We can do this all day long with regard to all of the other charts. What it is, these tools, it's just simply universal. It's agnostic with regard to the time frame. Price typically, not always, but typically does the same thing. Enough, so much so
that it can provide you and I with the conviction as to the message that it's providing us and what the instrument wants to do for the specific time frame that we are trading. Hey, let's go take a look at Sherwin-Williams, since that is painting the town green right now, up 4.6%, $16 and change, with volume behind that move. It's taking out a previous swing point, might be at an all-time high. The swing point was from June 28th. That had 509,000 shares. You're up today with 1.4 million shares. Let's put this on a longer time frame to get a feel for what Sherwin-Williams is doing. Yeah, it's at an all-time high. This could be a doozy of an A to B equals CD to the upside. I do mean doozy. The weekly swing point has volume of 3.2 million shares. It's going to get there this week. Sherwin-Williams doesn't just want to paint the town green. It wants to paint your screens green. All the way up to 449, maybe 483. Things are looking mighty good in Sherwin-Williams land. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's TigerTV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So 2 questions to take us on home. One from Sean, who's looking at Twitter out here, and looking at Twitter because price got above Stevie's red line as we speak. We're not seeing that on our screen out here. You know, the one thing missing from this Twitter chart out here, Sean, is another sign of strength out here after this real big sign of weakness on July 27th. See, you had a nice sign of strength back here on April 26th. Wide price spread, accelerated volume. Price moved to higher highs out here. Yeah, the swing point on this is 13 million shares. You're at 7.6 today. That's just back out at this swing from September 13th. So this is a bit more difficult one to trade. It looks to me more like there's traders in here than there are investors. Doesn't mean that this won't rise up to 1849, but that daily box is, in fact, a bearish structured box out there. That could likely be the extent of the move inside of Twitter out there. So I say just be careful with regard to that. We had another question that came in from James, and James was basically asking the question, how is it that you go about trying to find an instrument to invest in? And James, it doesn't matter whether it's a stock, whether it is a ETF, whether it is a commodity, it's really one and the same. What you want to be able to do is certainly you want to be able to buy low, right? And the way that you like to do that is first try to identify a completed pattern. As an example out here, if we look at the Russell 2000, we can see an A to B equals CD pattern. We see really 2 patterns that formed out here as the Russell 2000 was making its bottom back on August 18th and really August 21st. Made a 1 to nearly 1.618 A to B equals CD. It then was also moving lower, doing less relative, those dark lines on the screen. And then you had the cavalry run in. You had a hammer candle form at the end of a pattern. Look for stocks that you are trying to buy. Look for some type of completed pattern. An A to B equals CD, beautiful lightning bolt, because the market is doing 75% of the work for you. It's giving you the A, the B, the C. You just have to identify what's price doing along that D leg out there. Is it that easy? Truth is, it is. It's just a matter of firing at will, right? I love that commercial. How do you know his name is Will? Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Stay tuned. Your favorite polar bear in mind, David White's up next. Take care. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you on Wonderful Wednesday.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.